what they're going to do for the economy. We're spending too much money locally and nationally, and what do you propose that we do to at least reduce the cost of government locally?
In case you have a little trouble hearing that, he said, we're spending too much money locally and nationally. What do you propose we do, at least to reduce the cost of government locally? And we are going to start with Richard Romero.
Thank you very much. I really believe that we can do better in terms of spending in government. First of all, just as an example, the war that we've had going on between the mayor and the council has really created two separate planning departments, as an example. I really believe, for example, that he has so many deputies there. He's got 2 cops on top of the existing police chief. That could be eliminated. The 3 bodyguards that the mayor carries around should be eliminated. There are many things that we could do to eliminate the wasteful spending that we have. We just have to look at that budget. You know, government has grown by over 600 positions under this mayor's watch. Even though we eliminated the water authority, it's gone over and become independent. Even though the police or the corrections or the detention center has gone over to the county and eliminated 1,000 employees, we have 600 more employees than we had before. So it's grown by a lot.
Thank you. And we'll pass it on to Ms. Mary.
Well, as I talk to people around Albuquerque and around the state and friends of mine around the country, I think there is a sentiment out there that people really want a move back to good, solid, basic government services. We want fantastic police force, we want public safety, we want a fire department, we want to make sure that those folks are being taken care of, that they have the resources that they need. At some point, I think my opponent here was correct, the current administration has grown government by almost 50%, while at the same time losing almost 500 employees from the water department when that was taken away from us by the legislature prior to my service there. And after basically negating the joint powers agreement where we had 500 plus city employees out in the city jail. I think it's a matter of going through department by department, looking for efficiencies, making sure that we can give the taxpayers the best and highest use of their dollars, being good stewards of those dollars, providing those good, solid, basic government services, and allow the economy to catch up to government.
Mr. Chavez?
City of Albuquerque's budget today is balanced. The state is almost $500 million upside down. I've been really tough with your dollars. There's a reason why the City of Albuquerque has a AAA credit rating. It's an independent validation of how we've handled the city's finances. This is one of the few cities in America where we've been able, in this recession, to balance our budget without layoffs and without service reductions. I think candidates that tell you you can have something for nothing ought to be more explicit and more expressed. What layoffs will you propose? What service reductions will you propose? I really worked to hold the line because we don't want to cut back in services for the elderly, for the homeless, for our children. We don't want to lay off employees because somebody's got to cut the grass. Somebody's got to feed the animals at the zoo. And we're doing well here in the city of Albuquerque. And I'm proud of that record.
You know, the mayor talks about a balanced budget. He really has no choice. It's by law, he has to have a balanced budget. What's interesting, though, is that he's using 4 mills of property tax to balance the budget. Money that should be being used to repair our infrastructure. And it's being used for operational purposes. We can do better if we do the right things for this community.
Well, the legislature, I sit in the Appropriations and Finance Committee where we balance a $6 billion budget. The city budget, by comparison, is approximately $500 million. I've had to vote against 2 out of the 3 budgets since I've been in the legislature for the same reasons and the same problems that I currently see as I look at the budget at City Hall. During the good times, we need to make sure we take those dollars and we don't build government that has recurring expenses with non-recurring dollars. And that's what the state has done, that's what the city has done. That's why we're going to have to go up and fix it in Santa Fe. That's why I think in the coming years we're going to have some tough sledding, some tough work to do. Nobody at this table has proposed layoffs, by the way.
Thank you, Mayor Chavez.
Here's the fact that is undisputable, undeniable. City general fund budget today is $475 million, It's the same size as it was 4 years ago. We have kept government within its means. It's an imperative, and we've done so without service reductions, without layoffs. And I'll tell you what, if you want to play games with transferring mills, then you have to talk about layoffs. We've done this successfully without layoffs.